Now to COVID-19 in our state. Infections are climbing across the country and also here in Georgia. Just yesterday, our state reported more than 2,500 new cases. That's about 570 more than our current two-week average. And right now, we are keeping a close eye on hospitalizations. Georgia reporting an additional 225 people in the hospital. You can see that number right at the end. And that brings the number of people needing medical care to nearly 1,800 statewide. 40 deaths were also reported in our state yesterday, slightly higher than our weekly average. More than 8,500 Georgians have died so far during the pandemic. And new this morning, more big news in the race to develop a COVID vaccine. The University of Oxford and AstraZeneca's vaccine showing a robust immune response among older adults. According to preliminary findings of a peer-reviewed phase 2 trial, it produced a similar immune response among people over the age of 56 and those between 18 and 55. Phase 2 of the trial did not assess vaccine efficacy. Phase 3 trials are currently ongoing to confirm this. And Pfizer saying it could apply for emergency approval for its vaccine within days. Its potential vaccine now up to 95% effective. The question this morning, if the FDA approves Pfizer's vaccine, will Georgia be ready? The state is finalizing its distribution plan, and Mara Siriani is live in Atlanta to walk us through it all.
We know a lot of Georgians are ready to take that vaccine once it actually hits the market. So the plan to get it to them is 52 pages long. The state just submitted it to the CDC. This is a draft plan, and it includes a 4-phase rollout. So let's break it all down for you. Phase 1 means the vaccine would first be distributed to our frontline workers, healthcare workers, first responders, and people over the age of 60 with underlying health conditions. Phase 2, school and child care workers, essential workers like truck drivers, grocery and food processing workers, homeless shelters and jail staff, of course, anyone 60 or older, and again, those with underlying health conditions. Phase 3 includes people ages 18 to 30 and those in industries with moderate exposure risk. We're talking hairstylists and restaurant employees. Phase 4 opens it up to anyone for whom the vaccine is recommended. Now, this plan also mentions public outreach and education. Now, according to that draft plan, the vaccine would be free. Again, there's still a lot of unknowns regarding this, so this is just a draft plan submitted to the CDC, but of course, we'll continue to follow this closely.
Mara, thank you. And now here are some 3 facts you need to know about how the virus is impacting our schools. Students at Sandy Creek High School in Fayette County will continue learning from home for the rest of the week. In a letter to parents, the principal says students will return to school on Monday, but teachers and staff still have to report to the classrooms. The principal also saying because of confirmed COVID-19 cases on the football team, they will continue halting the team's activities until Thanksgiving Day. In Fulton County, students at Haynes Bridge Middle School in Alpharetta are learning remotely after the district says they have a high number of staff quarantining because of the virus. Right now, the school is at level 1, which means 1 or 2 students or staff members have the virus. The school is expected to resume in-person learning after the Thanksgiving break on November 30th. And in Gwinnett County, the district just released its guidance for schools and winter sports like basketball, cheerleading, swimming, and more. Swim and dive have the strictest rules. No fans will be allowed to attend the meets. But for other events, the district is capping fan attendance to 150. You won't be allowed to stand near the gyms or locker rooms before, during, or after the games. They're also encouraging cashless concession stands. And coming up in about 2 minutes, we're going to walk you through the new guidance the NFL is giving teams when it comes to COVID-19.